Hello YouTube, Bud Haggerty here on I Can Fix That. Today's episode is a toilet. Got a call from a friend of mine that their toilet's leaking. I don't know where the problem's coming from, so we're going to jump in there and see if we can figure it out. But I have a certain method I like to do when I attack a leak on a toilet if it's not too severe, which I call the shotgun method. And the shotgun method is this. Let me show you what I got. Okay, before I even came to the job, I went to Lowe's and I got a wax ring. $3 for that. I had her send me a picture of the water supply, which didn't look that long, so I got a number 12-inch water supply. This looks like heavy-duty grade. It's something you'd see in a jet engine. Stainless steel webbing, a nice connector here, and a nice connector here with beautiful O-rings on it. I recommend this. This is like $5, so I got $8 there plus tax. And then the last thing is these are bolt washers from the tank to the base of the commode. I always want to replace these. $2 and something. So the whole tax, tag, dealer prep, service charge, not even 11 bucks. So that's why I call it the shotgun method, because why mess around? It's going to take me no time at all to swap all these parts out, and hopefully that'll fix the leak. So let's get into it. Breaking news, I interrupt this commercial. I feel like Mike Lindell. I also want to replace this right here, which is the gasket that goes between the bowl and the seat here. This gasket, it's about $6, but I do want to start incorporating that in there because definitely could be one of the problems as well. So just wanted to throw that in there. I forgot it at the beginning of this video, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, there's the supply line you're looking at, and below it, right here, that's water. That's water. So it could be coming from up here, dripping from here, squirting out there, or it could be coming from the tank and then settling down here. And a third possibility is could be coming from underneath this commode right here. Let me back up. There's an O-ring that it could be coming from there. Okay, I took the back off of this, flushed it all the way down, and got the majority of the water out. Also, there was a little water in here, which I took a cup and dumped it over into the bathtub. I'm trying to reduce as much water as possible so none of this goes on the floor for the removal process. The washers I'm talking about inside the water closet is right here. The one under here and the one under there. There's two on the other side, so the total of 4. We're going to replace them all. Get a big screwdriver and put vice grips underneath, and this will come right out. This connects the tank to the bowl, and we're going to replace this washer here and here, and of course there's one on each side, so there's 4, and there are the 4 right there. Again, I want to show you how tight that is on there. That washer is so tight, where this guy, the old one, is not. That is definitely going to be in my benefit. So I just wanted to emphasize that that could be definitely a problem if you got a leaky water closet. I also want to point out something that's very interesting. You see the 2 bolts coming through? We're going to double nut this, which means the first nut goes on right here and is tightened down against the gasket that's already in there, the rubber gasket like that. We'll tighten these all the way down, and then we have a second nut right here. This nut right here that I'm going to use is, see how it's thicker than that one? It's a little bit thicker. Well, we're going to put that one, or as Joe Pesci would say, thicker. We're going to put that underneath here when we put that back, that connection back. So that's the way that's going to go down. So it's a better way of doing it. Here's the way it was when I got here and took it apart. As you can see, there's only 1 nut. It's just not a good way of doing it. It's prone to leak more. I want to eliminate that. If I had to do it again and I had time, I would definitely buy this off of Amazon.
I love the little chamfered washer on the bolt head up there, and then the washer and the little mini nut. And then after you tighten those down, you could insert the whole water closet assembly bolts through the floor base, which is the bowl, and then tighten it down with those long nuts, which is really superior way of doing it.
Okay, what I'm doing here is a little test. I put enough water in the commode, in the water closet, to fill this up right here. So I'm checking these two guys right here, that one and that one. There is this gasket here as well. So I got enough water in it where it can't go down there. But so if it does leak, it's coming from there, there, or there, or there. That's why I did this. This is the water test. I'm gonna put a paper towel underneath here and to see if we have any leaks. If we do, that's where our problem is. There you go. You see that little water drop right there? It took a while, but it's building up, and it's just a little small leak. So it's coming out of the gasket that this guy belongs to.
Can you believe it? It's one of the only gaskets I didn't buy.
Thank you for playing. We have some lovely parting gifts for you. Next contestant, spin the wheel.
Well, back to Lowe's or Home Depot.
This wouldn't solve the problem. I gotta get one more gasket that connects this right up here. Let me show you. This guy right here. This has a gasket at the bottom down there. That's gonna be replaced. Okay, I got the water closet flipped upside down. I cracked this loose and I'm gonna take it off because I believe the problem here is the gasket on the other side is the one that has a super slow leak. So let me get this off here, and that gasket around there, I just broke it free, is I think our problem. I just got back from Lowe's. Here is the part we're talking about. It cost $2.96 with tax. It is called the flush valve washer. That's the flush valve. This is the washer. Let me take off the old one here. And the old one, you can see from the side. Let me see if I can get in here a little tighter. You see how it's kind of deformed? It doesn't take much. A little deformity could cause a small leak. There's the new one, completely flush. The rubber's a little better. We'll throw that on there and put it back in there and put that back there. I know what you're thinking. How am I going to tighten that nut? Well, there they are. The pliers you only use once or twice ever. There they are. That's why you have them. So I will tighten this up and put it back together. Okay, we got the new one all tightened down. That gasket under there is all new rubber. It seems very manageable, soft, new. You put that back on, and we're ready to put this back on top of the base. Okay, this goes on next, and then we put it on top of the base. This is brand new as well, so I'll put that on there.
A little side note, I ended up pushing that gasket around that giant nut to seat it all the way down there. So you'll want to do that. I just didn't do it on camera.
Make it a little tighter, and there we go. From there to there. Okay, now that we got the water closet on top, we're going to come over here and grab those flat washers, and this hardware right here that you see in my hand is going to go underneath those two bolts down there and just tighten it up snug. And then we're going to put this guy back on right here and fill her up. Okay, so we put the water closet back on, turned the water back on, filled it up, and now we're going to wait to see if it leaks, to see if we had success with that valve or not, with that new washer. Only time will tell. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and we'll do our check to see if it leaks. I don't see anything over here. I don't see anything over here, nothing off the valve. You can see that new orange gasket compressed there. There's gaskets all over here. That's all been placed, so even though it was a little bit more involved, and it happened to be the last gasket I tried, we were able to fix it. So I think we're going to be in good shape from here on out.
I also did install a wax ring. The reason I'm not showing it is because it had nothing to do with the leak. We definitely found the leak, and I checked hours later, and that's rock solid. But if you want, I am going to post something real interesting I did find when I did replace the wax ring. So I'll make a separate video because I've got all the footage and post that later on. Again, thanks for watching. I hope this really helped. If you would, subscribe to the channel because it helps, and I'm trying to use this as my retirement. We're out.